Yeah, just over here at the museum last time when we were talking about replacing all those
Cobble.
things around the columns with actual stairs that wrap now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm working on. And yeah, they were all surrounded by cobble, so I cooked up some actual stone blocks and placing them with that. Yeah, that's much nicer. Much nicer than the original cobble and force steps and a half slab are.
Yeah.
But it means I'm gonna have to actually work on my. Whoa, not what I meant to do.
Hello, left a game.
Yeah. But it means I'm actually gonna have to work on that texture pack and get the some of the slab work, step work, and all. All right, log in already. Means I've got to at least update the parts of my texture pack that I'm actually working and building with.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I switch back to the texture. I hit it again!
What do you do?
I keep hitting disconnect instead of options. They're too damn close together there. Alright, resource packs. Pay attention, Gnarlo. Pay attention, man.
Yeah, still thinking what your favourite Lord of the Rings character is.
Yeah, I've still got that kind of in the back of my head done. Still got that in the back of my head trying to figure that one out. There we go. Because, yeah, you switch back to the other and everything's off color, and because the stone blocks don't match the texture of the raw stone. And
Yeah.
even then I can still tell it looks nicer, though. Okay. So now, let's get out the dirt and let's go up.
I'm going to come across and have a look. If I can survive getting back down here. Oh, yes. Go and put all this back down in the hive and then I'll come across.
Alrighty. But yeah, Frodo was always depressed. I really liked Sam. Really did enjoy him.
How do you think Sam Astin did as Sam?
I think he did good. I really liked his take on the character. I think he stayed very loyal to how he was presented and all in the book,
Yeah.
and updated. Because I had to read and study up about whenever they were talking about the tradition and of the batsmen and stuff like that, and because I'd read that's how Tolkien always kind of viewed Sam and Frodo's relationship in a way. Is that it was like the military tradition of you had the officer and
his Batman, yeah.
and his enlisted man, his batsman, yeah.
Which is basically just a military butler, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of mobs in that hive, judging by the way the sound files are all blurring together.
And I thought it was, yeah.
Go on.
I was just gonna say, and I thought it was a good updating that Jackson did, where he had that same kind of concept, but he also made them more than master and servant, and more of a accentuated the friendship,
Yeah,
which Tolkien did as well, but there was still the master servant type relationship there as well.
Yes, yeah. He did treat him a little bit more like that in the book.
Yeah, and that's something that there is that whole feeling class distinction and stuff that I think you get
Yeah.
from his particular background, from it being in England in that particular era.
Exactly. That particular time, class was still very important. Yeah.
Yeah, that's because that's one thing I've never really liked. I've never really cared for Aragorn in the books.
Yeah.
Aragorn came across as something of a pretentious. What would be a good English expression? A pretentious knob.
Yes.
You
A
know,
dipstick.
yes, yes. He was, very arrogant and very much the well, I'm the king
Yeah.
type of situation. Always made
But
me
as you say, that's a reflection of the time.
of the time. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
of course. I mean, I totally, it's very much like reading Mark Twain, reading Huckleberry Finn or Tom Sawyer now. You've still got slavery. You've still got them throwing the N word around, all this kind of stuff. The way they treat Slave Jim and all that. But it's a reflection of the time it was written and the attitudes in which it was written in,
Yeah.
and you have to accept that. Same thing with the Lord of the Rings. I mean, I don't hate the books or anything like that. For God's sake, I mean, I'm plenty of evidence of that. I just didn't particularly care for Aragorn,
Yeah.
or the way he generally treated, the attitudes that he had. I'm very much in favor of Jackson's updating in that. I think maybe he might have took Aragorn's just a hair too far with the whole self-doubt thing, but I far preferred the self-doubt to the I am king and I'm just biding my time here until I'm time to set my butt on the throne.
Yeah.
And you get it, the other part where it really came home to me when I read them for the first time was the Scouring of the Shire. There's that scene there where they confront Sharky, and are going to cast him out of the Shire. And there's people in the crowd of the hobbits going, "Kill him! Kill him!" And Frodo basically saves his life by saying, he is of a class and of a class and a noble bearing, talking about him being a Maiar, I suppose, a class and a noble bearing that even in his wretched state now, we should not dare raise our hands against. And I'm sitting there going, what the He's just responsible for like all these deaths and all this misery in the Shire and all that, and you're worried that how dare the rebel scum how dare the rebel scum hobbit peasants raise their hand to such a noble and kingly being. It's like, excuse me. It's Mindfiend.
Yeah, it's Mindfiend, and he's picked up some of your cobble stuff.
Yeah, I really like the way these steps are working.
Yeah, they do look nice like that, don't they?
Yes, they do. That's why I love coming over and spending so much time at the Hive. You constantly reminding me of, yes, stairs wrap now. Hey, I got things I need to repair. One of these days, I'm going to make a flower pot.
I'm going to stay here now until you make a flower pot. You want to get rid of me? Make a flower pot. Yeah, it's surprising. It's just a little thing, isn't it? But it does make quite a big difference.
That it truly does. That it truly does.
Do you think having these stone columns made out of, say, out of brick the same would then make them stand out against the background better? Or do you like them being as though they're hewn out of the same stone?
Yes, I like them that way because I kind of want to get that entire impression down here, almost like a Petra
Yeah.
type thing, where everything Petra or Moria for that matter, where everything is just carved out of the living rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very much the look I'm going for. Which is why, yeah, there used to be several big patches of cobblestone in the front wall here where there was dirt and gravel and that sort of thing, but I've already, I did at least get around to replacing them
Yeah.
and making it nice, just nice smooth surface stone there. Yeah, the worst thing you're gonna have, I was thinking about the Hobbit coming out. The second part of the Hobbit is explaining to her that he's not in the second and third movie.
Well, I mean, let's face it. Half the characters in it aren't supposed to be in it, so you know. She's she really thought he was cute and funny, you know. Yeah.
Well, fortunately, that's. Fortunately, you have people like that in the world, or otherwise I wouldn't be married now. So,
Yeah.
I have been described as Gollum-like from time to time. So,
You do tend to remind me a lot of like him, yes. You're as bat crazy as he is.
and the part I love the best about this, the fact you don't get those damn black squares behind the columns.
Yeah.
The fact that at some point they did fix that lighting bug, so I don't have a bunch of black squares up there now.
Yeah. Yeah, that was something that, even though that you could do it, it did cause problems, didn't it? With the, I mean, I think they must have completely got rid of that now. But I mean, what you're doing isn't actually causing the problem anyway, is it? Because you've not got any air gaps above it or anything. Oh, I don't know though. No, I think they've got, like you said, I think they must have removed it because I've not seen it in a long time.
Mm-mm. Yeah, when these damn things flip.
Oh, tell me about it. I had enough problems with them. And in the Let's Play, trying to build some stairs with them, every time I put one down, it'd be upside down. You know.
Yeah.
My
very
fault,
much.
like, but still a pain.
Yeah, it very much forces you to go around the column. You can't do it at the slightest angle.
No.
Keeps you from being lazy. I like being lazy.
I put a lot of effort into being lazy.
Got it.
It's amazing. I mean, I used to work with a lad the same, and Beulah works with some the same, and she's the same. We say they put more effort into not doing something than they would do if they just got it done and did it, you know.
For real. Got the same problem with a bunch I work with.
Being lazy is hard work.
It is incredibly hard work.
I was thinking of, well, Dwendon maybe, with him being elf-like, but I don't think his favourite character would be Legolas or anything like that, would it? It'd be, I don't know who he would like. You have to ask him.
I do not know. Yeah.
Because Keeb's into a LOTR the same way.
He enjoys it, yeah. I mean, he's seen the movies, and I think he's read the books. So yeah, he enjoys it as well. I mean, he used to play LOTR with us as well for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, there isn't anybody in my family into it like I am.
No. Well, I don't know. Dwendon must be fairly into it if he used it as a wedding ring and things like that.
Yeah, he does still greatly enjoy it. And I don't know if it's just mostly he doesn't have the time for it and that sort of thing. He likes the movies anyway. Let's say that. He likes the movies.
Yeah.
Now, he's another one that I don't think he's. Mean, I may be slandering him here, but I don't really think he's read the books. Or if he has, maybe he's read them once, and that's probably about it.
Yeah.
Alright, that's looking good. I like that.
I like that too, yeah.
Yeah. The other thing I'm going to do is dig a trench out here. Probably starting right about here. I'm trying to figure, still haven't figured out quite the way I want it done. Well, I haven't actually done it yet. I'm thinking something like, I'd like one space here, like a one space walkway, and then probably put one. You can make, I know you can make fences out of cobblestone. Can you make them out of smooth stone?
Not smooth.
Or is it just cobble?
No.
Okay.
You can make walls out of cobble, yeah.
That's what I meant, the wobbles.
You can only make out nether brick and wood, yeah.
Yeah, walls is what I meant. I still call them fences. They're just stone fences to me, but the walls.
Yeah.
Can you make them out of stone or stone block? Or is it just cobble?
I don't think so. I think it's just cobble.
Alrighty.
Let me look for you. Yeah, just walls.
Okay, so just out of cobblestone.
Yeah.
Alright, well that's cool. So yeah, I'm going to have a one wide walkway here, and then I'm going to have cobble wall along it. And then here,
you could use iron. But iron fence in it.
that's a possibility, but I'm really probably going to eat up most of my. Yeah, I'd like to leave it stone. The iron would be cool, but I'm probably going to eat up most of my iron trying to build those railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And then over here is where it's going to be like a trench. It's going to be like a moat type thing.
Yeah.
Probably about 2 deep. I'd say about like that. And the bottom with a pool of lava in the bottom. And all this is going to go all the way up to the ceiling. This will be open all the way to the ceiling up there. So that the ceiling will be even with the front of the museum, or maybe even 1 or 2 higher.
Yeah.
And then up there is where I'm going to have like dispensers on a redstone circuit with lava inside of them. So there'll be like streams of lava coming down at like intervals. Streams of lava pouring down from the ceiling into the pools down here.
Constantly, streaming drips down in a way.
Right. Kind of a reverse fountain type of thing.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. Actually, that'd be really cool. It'd be very interesting to do as well. I mean, all you want is like a little clock, isn't it? But you want it slow enough so that it doesn't burn out or anything, and continues to work.
Mm-hmm.
You could always just have somewhere hidden. You could just have like a piston to push 12 blocks up, and have a redstone block at the top to push it back down again, just to activate it if it ever does stop running.
Sure, yeah. You'll have to teach me how to do that.
Well, pistons can push 12
lengths of block, right?
Yeah, so basically you just have a piston, then you have 12 blocks above it, or 11 blocks. And it's also like acts as a great big long lever in a way. You push it up and it'll push them all up one. And then you could have that top one lifting up so that it goes between a repeater and a piece of redstone, and thus provides a connection.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Yeah.
that's all that you need to do. Well, that would be really nice to see that, actually. Get working on that.